welcome back to the Heroes Arena at round one here in Hockenheim. Now we are of course in Germany. The GEDLICH Racing organisation is a German organisation. So of course we are not only broadcasting in English but we are also broadcasting in German. And that means we welcome a new member to our team this weekend, Tobi Schimon, who is the commentator responsible for the German live stream. First of all, how are you? Great to have you in our paddock.
Thank you very much. What a great welcome, what a great organisation, what a great racing series, and that's coming a great season, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good season. Right, let's just talk a little bit about your background first, because you've been commentating for many years and you've worked across many different series. You know some of the drivers already in our championship. So just tell us a little bit about your experience.
Well, I'm into motorsports now for 15 years, 16 years. I started as a journalist back in the 2011 season of DTM, and then I stuck to DTM for now 16 years. Started just doing some interviews and some stuff, and then it went on, and then there was the opportunity to host the 24-hour race at Nürburgring in 2013, and then I did it for 3 years, and then I joined the new televisions in Germany with TV station Pro7, and worked as a journalist, just doing some videos. And from this season on, I will be the DTM commentator as well for the German television, and are into the 24 Hours of Nürburgring and some other racing series like Porsche Carrera Cup and stuff like that.
So you're going to be very busy. I mean, it's great to have you in our paddock. What have you made of the summer series so far? Obviously, we've had 2 races already, and we've got one final race coming up this afternoon.
I think the funny thing is that you see a lot of development during the races. So yeah, we have some drivers that have less experience, just 1 or 2 days, and the other ones are raced 25, 30 years ago, and now they're coming back. And I think this makes it so special. You know, you have this different type of cars, you have this different experiences in motorsport, and to mix it up on one racetrack, and I think they're all enjoying the time. So the first race was a little bit, everyone was shy, everyone was just behaving. And the second race, now with this mixed conditions, honestly, was by far more entertaining, and also for the drivers, they were bright smile, and I think they were quite happy with it.
Yeah, it certainly made things interesting. I mean, we've got bright sunshine now, like race 1 was yesterday, so we're changing conditions within the same day as well now for the drivers to adapt to this afternoon. They've also got a pit stop to think about in the endurance race, so plenty to think about in this final race for them.
The good thing is that I think most of them has already some experience with pit stops in the past with other racing series like GTC Race or stuff like that. So I think most of them have this experience, but others not, and that makes it quite interesting. I think it will be crazy to see who will start. Maybe the experienced one. I think so. I would do it like that. And the other one is jumping in the car when it's already on temperature, when the tires are great, and they can talk a little bit during the pit stop. Hey, take care of this corner, what's going to happen there.
Well, I guess we'll find out when it gets to that race. I mean, of course, given that you are a familiar face to German GT racing, to many different series, as you just said, you've been to the tracks that we're racing at. So we've got some great tracks. I know Spa, not obviously in Germany, but the others all German tracks, and then our season finale will be back here. Just talk to us a little bit about those tracks and what you think we can expect from the racing there.
So the next round will be at Oschersleben. This is a very narrow track, which makes it easy to overtake in some parts, but I think as it's only 3.5 kilometers long, we see a lot of overtaking stuff and taking care of the race. That's going to be interesting. Well, Nürburgring, of course, Nürburgring is awesome. It's one of the iconic racetracks, isn't it? Even the Formula 1 tested Pirelli tires 1 week ago there. It's still a special track with all the 24-hour racing action. Max Verstappen loves it. Unfortunately, we're not racing the Nordschleife, I know, but also the GP course is pretty nice. Spa, absolutely the highlight. It's incredible to be there. 7 kilometers long with all these crazy corners like Eau Rouge, Blanchiment, the bus stop chicane. Wow, what good names. And then we're here at Hockenheim, and I think Hockenheim is the best track to start the season and to end the season. Why? Because it's a racetrack that suits every car. So every car can be fast here, and that makes it special.
And it's got a lot of history to it as well, and we are just the latest chapter in that history. I mean, for this GEDLICH team, they're a fairly small small team behind the scenes. To have put this together so quickly on such a almost short notice, given that they've just come off the Winter Series where we were hugely busy throughout the first 3 months of the year, is really quite impressive too.
Absolutely, but I think these guys are very highly experienced to make a racing series as professional as possible. And as you can see, the Heroes Arena is great. The hospitality is great. Everyone can join us here for a coffee when it's racing, when they're racing here on the racetrack. This makes it like a big family, and this is all about motorsport. The motorsport family is here at GT Summer Series.
Very true. Okay, final question then before we let you go. What has been, and I know we have another race, so there may be another highlight, but what has been your highlight of the weekend so far?
Oh, I think Ole Petersen winning in his Super Trofeo, the second race. That was absolutely stunning to watch him going absolutely on the edge at every corner. I remember coming out of the last corner, all on the grass, water spreading, and everyone behind, whoa, yeah, he made it. And that was really cool. And also the fight between the 911s and the Cup 2 series class. That's great. That's racing. That's what we want to see, and the guys love it.
Absolutely, and we have plenty more of that coming up throughout the season, but also one more race coming up today. Tobi, thank you so much. It's so
welcome.
Great to have you join our team, and we look forward to seeing you at the rest of the rounds.
Our pleasure. Thank you.